Francisco, there's Penny Arcade up in Seattle. There's a couple other things, but there's like a lot of different internet shows out there, a lot of different entities out there that if they have audiences that range from like 1 million to 10,000, you could say. And if they gave these guys, if they said, you guys can make a show, half an hour, either every day or once a week, they would jump at it. They would be getting shoestring budget, struggling. They would be learning the ropes. They already got the infrastructure at G4, so so kind of like half the work is done for them. All they have to do is provide content, and I think that would have really worked. And then on top of that, guess what? If each of these guys has between 10,000 and 1 million, audience members, viewers, that brings in 16 million to 160,000 viewers, new viewers. Guys, seriously, that's where you can make the money. That's the route of MTV. Don't try to, hone in on other people's territory. Establish your own territory. Don't try to appeal to young males. Appeal to, internet video games. That part of the culture, that part of the population. Especially the internet technology. That was what the appeal of the original Tech TV was. Internet, video games, or computers, gadgets, stuff like that. That's the way you guys should go. Bring back Martin Sargent. Whatever personality difference was between whoever was in charge and Martin Sargent, get over it. You guys can make money. Get back, bring Unscrewed back, because Attack of the Show is basically they keep broaching to the same subjects that Unscrewed was getting into. Internet celebrities. These weird oddball people, and that was what was so neat about Martin Sargent, was that he would talk to these people. And it was hilarious while doing it too. Andy Milonakis, internet celebrity, gets his own show. I don't know. I just really don't understand, why it's so hard to, follow that idea. In my opinion, I think that could really work. It would make so much money. It would really put G4 on the map, on the channels too. To say that, here is this oddball channel with all of this unique programming, but it's good and it's funny and it has a huge audience. That's going to draw people in to begin with. How do you describe Spike TV? How do you describe FX? What is FX? It's all this unique programming, and then and a lot of it's just repeats and movies. And then late night they have this original programming which can't be aired on the regular cable channels, but it's very interesting and very it's very good, very well. Very well written, very well written. Spike TV, what do they got? A lot of repeats, and some guys movies and stuff like that. Yeah, they got the Ultimate Fighting Championship, but reality TV, right? All over again, right there. In my opinion, why isn't G4 following the same format? So, I don't know. I'm just a guy that I don't even know the business. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but what I observe is MTV. What I observe is, different things, and they seem to be working. So this is my thing. Their aspect is that, shows outside of the norm. Don't try, that's the beauty of Attack of the Show and X-Play, is that they're shows that don't really fit into the norm. The writing is over the top, amazing, and funny on top of that. Attack of the Show, they got stuff from everywhere, and this is so oddball. That's your audience. Keep on that. Focus on that. And the other aspect is that, by spending all this money on these reruns and syndicated shows, it's like, you're starving the goose to feed the gander. G4 is trying to raise its profile, trying to raise its people's awareness of it, and the problem is that they're making the budget of Attack of the Show Next Play kind of suffer as a result. But I'm kind of curious, like, why? Why does G4 follow this thing? Why, and the thing is, a lot of people have criticized the programming of G4 as well, and they've criticized the way Attack of the Show was going after it changed from the screensavers. How it became more, entertainment, more TNA, more just stuff that didn't interest, the audience it originally had. And I understand, why it went that way, because, you draw in, you get sex better than you get with education. You get more with sex than with education. I understand that. It's a sound business decision. But at the same time, you're broaching into areas that other channels already have. So, if I want sex, I turn to cable, to like an HBO or Skinamax or, Playboy even. So that's just my opinion on that. But I think one of the end results is the legal department. They're really cracking down on the celebrities. And the reason why I bring that up is because I've brought up a number of times fan interaction. And this idea that, let the fans of G4, and especially Attack of the Show and Next Play, let them meet and interact with, the celebrities, the personalities of those shows. Because whenever X-Play, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb appear at a place, a line of people for their autographs. And, and why? Because people like meeting celebrities. They like meeting cool, interesting people, and that's the guys that Attack the Show, X-Play, Cheat, the other things. Why not have, more of that? Why not have fan interaction? Why not even have, a whole convention dedicated to G4? Tour this, like weekend thing. Tour the studios. Meet and greet, play games, have fun, this and that. I brought that up, and I even made like a little poll saying, will you be willing to fly into the city, fly into Los Angeles, spend the weekend there? Majority of people voted for that. So it's there, and I bring this up. I keep bringing up these ideas of fan interaction because, that really draws in an audience. That really generates interest in a project. If people think that we can meet the celebrities, or we can get on the air. That's why Kevin's forums really takes off. Is really interesting and just got a lot of attention on forums. Because people are like, I can get on the air. Hey, G4 should be taking advantage of that. They should be having more fan interaction. But it seems now it's like there's very little. And I think some of them have even mentioned, some of the personalities have even mentioned, legal department, just keeps a tight leash on them. And I'm kind of curious about that. And part of the reason why is because I'm a trained public affairs guy. I joined the Army to be a journalist, and half of what we learned was public affairs, public relations. How do you make your company look? How do you make your, entity look to the public, audience? And, I think the G4 is going about it the wrong way. That, they're restricting their guys too much. That they're not allowing their guys a certain amount of freedom, and especially freedom with interaction. If you, like I said, if you make it seem that, you can interact with the celebrities, people will come. And new people will come in too. Because that's going to generate interest, that's going to generate hype and buzz, and really make you guys stand out. Really make G4 stand out. So, guess what? More hype and buzz, the more worthwhile the programming is, the more worthwhile the ad space is. And more people want to advertise on G4. Profits go up. Or the amount of money you guys make goes up. And I just think, that's just, God, why? Why not? Why not have more of that? Why not have more interaction? So, interesting example was like the other day, my buddy Paul needed to go up to Los Angeles, actually like the outskirts, and go take a test for a prison.